Here's how Fortnite became the biggest Marvel movie of the year. Just when you thought 2020 couldn't get any worse, a giant purple people eater is heading right this way, at least in the world of Fortnite, that is. While Epic Games and Apple are waging their own Infinity War in a court of law with no endgame in sight, Fortnite's newest season brings some of the biggest heroes and villains in the Marvel universe to Fortnite's ever-changing island, and they're gonna fight in what they're calling the Nexus War. That's right, in a year with no Marvel movies thus far, Fortnite is shaping up to be the biggest and baddest MCU entry of them all. And while you may be furiously pushing up your glasses and saying, "No, this is just Secret Wars with more dabbing," in your actual speaking voice, you're not wrong. The villain, though, isn't the Beyonder, rather Earth's mightiest heroes and villains have been summoned to the Fortnite island to fight none other than Galactus. So what does this mean for Fortnite fans? How will Epic's ongoing lawsuits against Apple and Google affect this game? And does this actually fit into Marvel canon? Well, allow me to explain. Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4 officially launched on Thursday with an epic cinematic trailer revealing which heroes and which villains are going to unite to save the Fortnite island from impending doom. Now, the massive update includes Thor, Iron Man, Storm, Doctor Doom, Mystique, She-Hulk, Groot, and Wolverine, all of whom are joining the game through cosmetic items, skins, and unique in-game abilities. Some skins have custom cosmetics, which you unlock through completing challenges and leveling up the Battle Pass, which for the uninitiated, it's kind of your in-game experience meter through which you unlock additional goodies over time. For example, Thor can unlock Mjolnir, his trusty hammer that replaces the pickaxe as your in-game harvesting tool, and some gamers have already acquired it and learned that if your character's skin isn't worthy of wielding Mjolnir, it will revert to a normal pickaxe. So far, only Thor and Captain America, a skin from an earlier Avengers integration, are the ones able to use it. Another unique integration is that a player using the new Mystique skin can use her custom emote to then transform into the skin of another player they recently killed, which is a nice bit of lore embedded in the game. Now, Doctor Doom, on the other hand, appears in-game as a villain in the newly minted area of the map Doom's Domain. It's a kind of mini Latveria built atop Pleasant Park, complete with NPC henchmen, where you can find and defeat him to acquire items like Doctor Doom's Mystical Bomb, which is this magical incendiary grenade, as well as Doctor Doom's Arcane Gauntlets, which shoot you high into the air to gain the high ground. In addition to the aforementioned Doom's Domain, the map now also contains other Marvelized areas like the Sentinel Graveyard full of dead robots, and the Helicarrier as well. Other mythic in-game items are Groot's Bramble Shield that puts you in a giant hamster wheel made of branches and heals you as you go, as well as Silver Surfer's board that launches you up into the air so you can redeploy with your glider a la the vaulted launch pad. And while these are the only abilities for now, Epic and Marvel plan on rolling out more updates as the season progresses. But what about lore, you might be asking? Well, Epic and Marvel have you covered with Nexus War Thor #1, a tie-in comic that explains everything. A looming, universe-ending evil known as the Black Winter has caused Thor to reluctantly become a herald of Galactus, and to combat the Black Winter, Galactus needs to devour 5 planets to keep his blood sugar up or something. It's Thor's job to then warn and evacuate said planets via the Bifrost Bridge. But they get distracted by a world of seemingly infinite power, the Fortnite Island, and Thor conveniently loses his memories after getting attacked by a bunch of island denizens, and believing he must protect this world from Galactus, Thor manages to send a message to Lady Sif in Asgard, who then summons the aforementioned heroes and villains to Fortnite's island, where they can help Thor fight Galactus. So basically, it seems like this is all going to culminate in one of Fortnite's favorite tropes, a world-shattering event in which Galactus will devour the game world, thus setting the stage for a brand new season of mayhem, madness, and material gathering. Now, unfortunately, that said, not everyone is going to get to play Fortnite's Nexus War update. iOS users are Earth 6-1 shit out of luck, and they're the only real casualties of the Nexus War thus far in the wake of Epic's legal rebuke in a court hearing on Monday. For a full recap of the Fortnite vs. Apple legal battle, we covered it previously on Nerdist News, and I'll link to it in the description below, but it boils down to Epic deliberately violating terms of service on Apple and Google's platforms by instituting a direct pay option in Fortnite, and they did so in protest of Apple's alleged monopolistic practices. Apple, in turn, attempted to remove all Unreal Engine development tools from their platform, which would have affected a metric ton of apps. According to Polygon, on Monday, a federal judge ruled that Apple cannot bar Epic Games and its Unreal Engine development tools from Apple's operating system and App Store, but also declined Epic's request to force Apple to reinstate Fortnite on the App Store as well. U.S. District Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers said that Epic has not yet demonstrated sufficient evidence of Apple's monopolistic practices, but that serious questions do exist. Judge Gonzalez Rogers said blocking Unreal Engine development on Apple's platforms could do irreparable harm, and Apple's action could have a devastating impact on developers that reaches far beyond the world of gaming. According to The Verge, Apple users that have Fortnite installed on iPhone, iPad, and Mac can still play the game, but they're stuck in the previous season and no longer have any battle pass or progression options. While Epic Games is taking Google to court as well over similar Google Play Store policies, Android users can still download the game directly from the Epic Games Store in the meantime, so they can enjoy the Marvel magic. Still, it's tough to say which is scarier, this petulant legal battle between giant corporations who each want a bigger piece of the pie for themselves, or the implications that Peely, the anthropomorphic banana character that was previously murdered for food in a Fortnite cinematic, has had retractable banana Wolverine claws this entire time. Just kidding, it's definitely the lawsuit, and we'll continue to report on this story as it develops. But in the meantime, folks, tell me, what do you think? Which Marvel character are you most excited to play as in Fortnite? How do you think the Nexus War will ultimately end? And what do you think of this ongoing Epic versus Apple legal battle? Let's discuss in the comments below, and for the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, make sure that you stay tuned to Nerdist.com.